What's up, Scorpio? Welcome to your May reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun rising Venus. We'll be taking a look into the month ahead to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of May. See what you guys could be currently dealing with, what you can expect, get some insight and some guidance overall, see what's happening for my Scorpios. I hope that you're doing well. If you wish to book a private reading with me, the information will be listed down in the description box below. If you want to follow me over on my other social media, I do have Instagram and TikTok, both at Jadestone Tarot, so you can find me over there. And let's jump right in, see what messages Spirit has for Scorpio, Sun, rising Venus for the month ahead, the month of May 2022. What's going on for my Scorpio? Show me clearly. Wow. Oh, the deer, the crow. I like the vibe so far. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, rising Venus for the month of May 2022. Okay, the starfish and the bear. Oh, wow. So we have a lot of earth coming out, air and water, rabbit at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that ties in with the starfish. So Scorpio, there's a lot going on this month. We have a lot of this energy of fertility and planting new seeds and beginnings and initiations and taking chances and really moving out of like this old chapter that you've been in, right? I feel like it's kind of, you ever like look at your life and you notice like the season that you're in, the people that you're in, the environment, the relationships, the themes that are going on. That's kind of like one season. And then shit happens, you go through some changes, maybe you move, maybe you get a new job, maybe you are now in a relationship, whatever. But there's like significant life changes that you go through in certain periods of your life. It's like you got season 1, season 2, season 12, season 40. Like, I feel like you're entering a new season of your life, okay? We have a lot of energy with these cards coming out, indicating newness, new energy, even new levels. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean like, okay, like endings, new beginnings, but it could just be like expanding on what you currently have. This is going to be a very expansive month for you, Scorpio. Keep in mind, we are also approaching eclipse season. You guys are going to be feeling it heavily since it's going to be in Taurus, Scorpio. So have fun with that. It's not necessarily a bad thing. People make eclipses seem like, oh my God, doomsday is coming, but it's just going to be a really significant time of change and letting shit go and illumination, truth possibly coming out, or you needing to speak your truth. Like, eclipse season, it might be a little chaotic, it might be a little tense, it might be emotional, but overall it's creating change. And like 6 months from now, we're going to look back and be like, whoa, that was where things really started to shift for me, or that's when I really started going through some significant changes to my lifestyle or in my relationships. Anyways, it's like the seeds that you're planting this month will carry out long term. Like, this is going to be some long term shit that comes down from the seeds that you plant this month. So it's going to be very interesting, okay? But the deer, it is kind of like Empress energy. It is definitely more of like the divine feminine. So being more receptive to letting things come in, letting things flow to you. Don't force anything that is not working or that is just like wasting your energy, whether that is forcing like, you know, jobs or forcing like a relationship. Like, if you notice like the energy isn't really being reciprocated, kind of pull back a little bit. Don't give so much of your energy to things that aren't really giving back to you, okay? Just keep that in mind. That can apply to many different things. Just make sure you're investing your energy in areas that are being reciprocated, where there is balance. You're not just sucking up for breadcrumbs. No, Scorpio. No, you should not. All right? The deer is all about being receptive and letting it come to you. I don't chase, I attract. That is the affirmation I'm getting from this. Is like, I don't chase, I attract. Okay? So it's like you put your order out there and let it come to you when it's meant to. You will be receiving a lot of intuitive knowledge this month. Okay? So you better keep your third eye peeled. I said this in Taurus's read. Keep your eyes peeled and your third eye peeled. So Taurus is your counterpart. You may have Taurian placements in your chart. I know that there's a few of you out there. Shout out to y'all. But yeah, so the crow is about your intuition being super highlighted. You might even be seeing crows. Maybe that's what am I saying? Symbolic of something. Okay. You know, crows, again, they're known to be like, oh my God, it's the superstition. The crow means something's gonna die or death. But it's like, I mean, you guys know, you're the death card in the tarot. It's like, that's change, transformation, adjustments, leaving things behind, letting go. So that's kind of interesting, just like the symbolism behind crows, right? But like in this deck, it does talk about spiritual knowledge and really connecting more with your spirituality. Maybe you are needing to, I don't know, journal more, meditate more, like do things that help you connect to yourself, your soul. That's going to be highlighted this month, okay? Spiritual advancement, spiritual growth, and development, transformation, that kind of stuff regarding you and your own journey outside of all the shit going on in the world and your finances and your relationships and the drama and this and that. Like besides all that, when it comes down to you this month, you guys will be going through spiritual upgrades, okay? So it's going to be pretty transformative, and your intuition will be picking up on a lot of information, thoughts that come to you that make all those like puzzle pieces click, like just like receiving downloads / channelings that help you uncover the truth in situations, like just being able to see things crystal clear. All right, when it comes to these new beginnings or these seeds that you're planting here, we do have the bear energy coming out. Normally the first few steps are the most challenging, or the very beginning of this whole process, this whole journey, or this new season that you're entering, Scorpio. It is challenging, you know, it isn't gonna be the most smoothest at the beginning, but with time and with consistency, it's gonna work itself out, and it's gonna be really fulfilling. I don't know if you noticed, but in this card there is the sun above the bear, and it's like this is gonna be bringing in a lot of positivity, a lot of fulfillment, a lot of even wishes and dreams coming in alignment with you. Like you are on the right track, so don't doubt that. Just be patient with yourself. Patience is also going to be highlighted this month. It's like you're needing to be patient with yourself, be patient with the results that are taking maybe some time to come in, or maybe it comes in very quickly. But there are some insecurities being brought up here with the starfish. Insecure within yourself, fears that come up. It could be excuse me, it could be unrelated as well, like external forces external forces, people's projections, and opinions possibly, right? That could be kind of getting in the way as well, making you doubt yourself. So please just be mindful of that. Starfish is also very superficial energy. So maybe you're just having like some days where you're not really feeling yourself. You're feeling kind of self-critical, or like, oh my god, I have a bad hair day, or like, you know, maybe your skin is breaking out, or you're losing some hair, or maybe you are like looking at yourself in the mirror like, oh my god, where did this wrinkle come from? Or like, you know, you're just maybe being really critical of your appearance and just like being really harsh on yourself. Like, yeah, I'm just kind of getting the imagery I'm getting is like, you know, looking in a mirror and just like looking at like all your flaws and like, oh my god, I wish I could change this, I wish I could change that, I wish I looked like this, like, you know, and the pressure of society and social media, it doesn't help, right? So maybe this is for a group of you out there. It's not going to be for everybody, of course, but maybe you're needing to unfollow certain like feeds on like, you know, Instagram or Twitter, YouTube, or even shows that you watch. Like unfollow or stop giving your energy to the things that feed into those like insecurities. Like this is like all about that kind of superficial shit, because really it doesn't matter what's on the outside, it is what's on the inside that matters. Like your core is what matters the most, you know? Anyways, so just a little bit of those kind of triggers and fears that you're needing to work through. Even at the bottom of the deck with the rabbit, there are those fears, anxieties coming up, triggers that you will be working through. So just keep that in mind. You work through it, and there's actually going to be a big ass reward with the owl coming out, which makes sense astrologically. There's a lot going on here, especially like Saturn and shit. I don't know a whole lot about it. Just been like listening to other people talk about this shit, but it's just like, yeah, there might be some challenges that come up, there might be some triggers that come up, but if you do the work and if you show up and you just do your best and you just kind of ride out the waves and you are actively integrating what you've learned, there's going to be a big reward. So just keep that in mind. Rewards are definitely coming. All right, so Scorpio, we've been talking a lot. Let's move on into the tarot, see what messages will come through for you guys for the month of May 2022. What's going on for my Scorpios? Excuse me. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May 2022. I think the deck is ready because I did not want to shuffle the last one. So, messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the Two of Cups coming out here. Messages for Scorpio, Five of Swords. With the Hangman. Wow, look, do you see this shit? The cards are just coming out. Page of Swords, Page of Cups, okay. And Ten of Cups, okay. Eight of Swords reverse, Strength, and the Five of Wands reverse. You guys, the energy I'm picking up on is that there's some sort of resolution happening here between you and like another person that you're dealing with. Of course, Mercury retrograde is happening this month, so there will be some past things come up, whether a recent past or way back past. But this seems like a reading where it's like you and another person had some sort of like fallout, misunderstanding. But I see that there's resolution here. Five of Swords, you know, there's been some hurt. Maybe there's something to do with someone's pride or ego getting in the way. And there's been like a lot of reflection taking place here with the Hangman, looking at the situation from a different perspective. Like, how could I have handled things differently? How did I make this person feel? How can I improve from this situation? How can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? What's the lesson behind this? Anyways, definitely gaining a new perspective when it comes to looking at these things, even things from your past, or those triggers and those fears that we were just talking about, those insecurities, right? How can I overcome these struggles and these issues so that I can come out on the other side, be rewarded for it? You know, you do the work. So it's like kind of identifying what work do I still need to do on myself. And, you know, Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. Now, let's go back to that situation where you and another person maybe had a bit of a fallout, misunderstanding. We'll definitely do some clarification to see, like, what it could have been about, or, like, what this... I do see that there's, like, communication here. Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords can be someone who's, like, an observer. They're watching. So maybe it's, like, you, whoever you're dealing with, there could be some watching going on, or, like, just kind of observing the other person. So maybe you're observing someone's observing you, or like, you know, keeping tabs, watching, lurking, stalking. But I feel like there's going to be like a conversation. Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. There's going to be some sort of conversation and exchange, right? Two of Cups. Exchange of emotion. I feel like there will be a conversation where both sides get to express how they feel and their thoughts, and how the other person made them feel, or like just overall about a situation that individuals were both affected by. So I do feel like this is between two people. Could even be more, right? We do have the Ten of Cups. Could be even revolving around like family situations or home situations. But I kind of feel like that Ten of Cups is more of like the outcome energy, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, so there's some sort of exchange going on, a conversation that will be had to clear the air after some time apart, or some time to think and reflect about, you know, whatever happened here with the Five of Swords. Whatever happened, someone was hurt, maybe both sides were hurt by this, but after some time apart, after some time to reflect, it's like, okay, let's just address the elephant in the room. Okay, which, all right, conversations had. Then we have the Ten of Cups. So fulfillment, happiness, peace, harmony, on good terms. I love that. I like that outcome here. All right, we do have Piscean energy out here. We also have some air, a little bit of water. But overall, Eight of Swords reverse. You're no longer like stressed or anxious about this situation. Maybe that's also what the rabbit was tying into, is like some situation that really has you feeling anxious, unsettled, a little nervous, restless. You know, think about all these possibilities. Eight of Swords reverse, indicating that you will be able to see the truth of the situation. You're no longer like clouded with all these illusions and fears and wondering like, what if this, what if that, what if they hate me, what if they never want to talk to me again, like, you know, that kind of vibe. I feel like that will be cleared up this month. Strength with the Five of Wands reverse. So there's resolution here. There's de-escalation of conflict. There is peace being made, forgiveness taking place, and even apologies. So, yeah, just have compassion, have patience, and be gentle to yourself and others who are involved in this. But yeah, I feel like this is a month to bring peace, to speak your mind, to bring healing. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I feel from that. So if there's like a situation that's been on your mind, or you've been kind of feeling restless about, and maybe there's some things you have to say or address or express, this is definitely the month to do that. This is definitely the month to get some things off your chest, to have those honest conversations, to bring healing, to even you to even apologize on things on your behalf that maybe you still hold regret for or guilt for, or like, you know, this is going to be a great month to clear that up. And I do feel like it is going to be well received on either end. So yeah, I just feel like this is the month to bring in a lot of peace and clarity, and just like being able to be honest without any of like that hostility or like resentment or anger. I feel like this is going to be a really healthy, healing month for you, Scorpio. And it's going to open a bunch of new doors. Like, wow, it feels nurturing. It feels good. I like it. So let's do some clarifying. I'm going to get some water and then we'll clarify. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Stay hydrated, everybody. Okay, so yeah, let's do some clarifying. All right, so the Hangman, let's take a look at like, what is it? Like, what's this new perspective? All right. Or let's take a look real quick into this Five of Swords, because I don't want to spend too much time looking at like what happened and like get all the itty bitty details. Like, obviously someone was hurt, there was a bit of a fight or argument, misunderstanding, had you restless. But just let's pull just a couple cards on this Five of Swords, and then we'll look at this Hangman, like how you see this from a different viewpoint. All right, tell me the Five of Swords for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the month of May 2022. Five of Swords for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May. We have the Nine of Cups, the Alchemist, and there's a card on the ground. Oh, no, you know what? Actually, okay, I'll take it. The Three of Wands and the King of Cups. Some more on this. Wow. Strength, double confirmation. Leo energy, could be dealing with the Leo. Five of Swords. Five of Cups reverse. Okay, yeah, you know, and there's that Eight of Swords, which we were talking about. Obviously, the situation brought up a lot of fears. You may have went through some sort of end here, or experienced some sort of ending with the person that you're dealing with, had you feeling stressed, anxious, and just like, even just emotionally and mentally drained from the whole situation, just like exhausted and just like not know, how are we going to move forward from this? Are we going to move forward from this? Is this it? Is it over? What the fuck? So clarifying that Five of Swords. We do have the Five of Cups reverse. So we have a lot of fives in this reading, but I like that the Five of Wands reverse, the Five of Cups reverse, there is resolution. I'm seeing like you're moving on from whatever the situation is, because it's not really telling me what happened, and that's okay, because I was saying I didn't want to know too much anyway. Anyways, but with the Five of Cups reverse, it looks like you're not so heavy or burdened or saddened by the situation. I do feel like there's a lot of forgiveness taking place, and just like, yeah, acceptance. You were bogged down by this for a while, but I see that you're moving on from it. I see that you guys are really redirecting your energy here. Alchemist with the Nine of Cups, focusing on self-fulfillment, finding joy, happiness from within, and really just like, yeah, just like feeling at peace with the situation. Again, like we were saying here with the Ten of Cups, like harmony and having trust that it's all gonna work out. And just taking baby steps moving forward, because with that Five of Cups reverse, it's like you're slowly like picking yourself back up after some sort of loss, some sort of sad situation, obviously had you restless, hurt, you may have gone through a big betrayal, but healing taking place, even with the Four of Swords, King of Wands. All right, just taking baby steps and focusing, okay, on the future, like what do I want for myself? Moving forward, how am I going to handle things differently? Like just moving kind of slowly, like slowly, peacefully moving on from whatever this heaviness is. King of Cups and strength, really getting back your emotional strength, and yeah, like being anchored in your emotions, not letting your emotions like sway you or get the best of you. Because when we look at that Eight of Swords, we really get wrapped up in our minds. We really just start overthinking, overcomplicating everything, and just getting ourselves worked up, especially emotionally, right? We can't see the reality of the situation. Our mind is just so cluttered and so clouded, and we're confused, and we're just like, what the fuck? So I see, like, you've been kind of in that energy, Scorpio, and you've been kind of feeling that about a situation or about a person. I do see, like, you are getting the clarity, and you're also able to just kind of like be able to move through this swiftly and like feel better and just more at peace, and like, again, acceptance, and like, yeah, redirecting your energy towards the things that bring you fulfillment and joy, and just feeling more like at peace, you know? Like, I know I'm just repeating myself, but like, that's the vibe I'm feeling from this. So with the Hangman, because again, it didn't really tell me what that Five of Swords energy was. We had the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So obviously some sort of ending that you were anxious as fuck about, or just like thinking a lot about this ending that you experienced. Try the Hangman, because you're seeing this from a different perspective, clearly, right? Maybe just taking some time away from this, even if it's like an individual, having a break from them, or just like stepping back or working through, like detaching, you're able to see it differently. Anyways, Hangman for Scorpio. Try the Hangman for Scorpio in May. Page of Swords. Double confirmation. New perspective, new information as well coming to light. New ideas, new ways of processing information, as well as you're observing or even like looking back at some things that you're reflecting on, new information that you're unlocking. Try the Hangman. We have the King of Swords, Aquarius energy, as well as the Eight of Cups. So, yeah. Hangman for Scorpio. Judgment. And give me one more for the Hangman. Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles reverse. What's the vibe I'm getting from this? Okay, I'll hold that thought, because it's afterwards. So, your judgment on the situation is changing. The way you perceive yourself, the way you perceive the situation, the person that you're dealing with, like, without a doubt, you see it from a new perspective. And for some of you, you're making the judgment call like, okay, I surrender, I'm letting this go, I'm making peace with this, I am moving on, moving forward, keeping my head straight. I ain't gonna look back, point blank. Now, I'm getting a lot of different ways we could interpret this, but it's like, I'm not 100% sure, because we need to look into this Page of Swords, Page of Cups. So let me just tell you what I'm picking up on. Because judgment can bring up reconciliation energy, or it can bring up shit from the past. And we are talking about how, Mercury retrograde is just around the corner. It will be retrograding in May. It will be bringing up things from your past, right? Past relationships, shit like that, of course. Everyone knows. It's not the first rodeo. It's also eclipse season. So there's a lot of past shit. I'm just getting the imagery of like shaking out a rug, or like, shaking out the old, right? I guess so. Shaking out the old is like cleaning up any of those loose ends, any old dust, old memories, shit that just needs to be cleared out. So with judgment coming up, like I said, there is some of that past energy coming back, and there might even be like conversations that you have with individuals you haven't spoken to in a minute, right? With the King of Swords, there could be a bit of like more of like a colder, kind of disconnected. Like I feel like there's detachment from your emotions towards the situation, Scorpio. Like, you may have love for these individuals or individual, but like you're not gonna let those emotions like just let them come crawling back in, and like, I would say that you'd be open to having conversations to clear the air, but would you start anything new? I'm not necessarily sure about that. I kind of feel like you're about new energy. But whatever. That's just like one. Oh God. Anyways, there's so many different messages, because if there was anything new to be started here, Ace of Wands to the Princess of Pentacles reversed. So it's almost like there could be something being offered to you and you might reject it, or I'm seeing like something about redirecting your energy, or this is unrelated to what we were just talking about, something that's been taking a long time to get off the ground, or something that you've maybe been procrastinating on. You're starting up this month. We'll need some more clarification on that, but we'll just hold that thought, because we'll see. Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. Let's see what this conversation is, or what this communication could be. Does feel lighter, but let's see. Page of Swords, Page of Cups for Scorpio. What is this about? Like getting clear on your emotions, or getting clear on how someone feels, or how you feel. That's a Page of Swords, Page of Cups for Scorpio. Summarizing Venus. Come on now. Page of Swords, Page of Cups for Scorpio. Hermit reversed. Yeah, so that's coming out of that reflecting period, right? With the Hangman of like, let me go inwards, let me reflect on this. My judgment's changing. I'm getting new information. New information's being revealed to me. New perspectives as I'm looking back, as I'm reflecting on some shit, as I may be having conversations with others, or talking to these individuals who I experienced this kind of fallout ending anxiety with, right? Not Hangman. Hermit reverse, Virgo energy. So it's like coming out of that period of reflection after gaining some sort of insight, some sort of enlightenment or truth. So tell me about the Page of Swords, Page of Cups. Someone's definitely coming out of their, like, if you haven't heard from someone, if someone's been like isolating themselves, or if you've been isolating yourself, it seems like you're coming out of that with something to say. Page of Swords, Page of Cups for Scorpio. Ten of Swords reversed because of that ending, right? With the Star, new wish, new wants, new desires. And Seven of Swords. I don't like that. Okay. High Priestess reverse. Someone's true intentions. Scorpio. So, you're seeing someone's true intentions here. It's out, it's expressed, it's exposed, it's in front of you, it's as clear as day. Someone's intentions, secrets, things that were hidden, it's all being revealed to you. Like I said, even through spiritual knowledge, as you're reflecting on some things, as you're going inwards, like your judgment on a situation that I feel you've already experienced. That's already happened. Ten of Swords reversed. This indicating you've already gone through this. The worst is over, so I love that for you. Like I said, you're coming out of like this situation that obviously had you I was gonna say fucked up, messed up, fessed up. I was gonna say you fucking combine the two of those words. Fessed up, fucked up, messed up. Right? That situation had you messed up, had you fucked up on many levels emotionally. You were in your feels, you were anxious, you were stressing, obsessing about like the whole situation, pulled inward, reflected on it, maybe got insight intuitively, or actually conversations that you are having or may have in May. But it looks like you're seeing this situation, like it's as clear as day, and you see the reality about something. So let's just see if there's anything else regarding the Page of Cups. Page of Swords for Scorpio. King of Wands. You have the upper hand. You have the upper hand. You get to decide what you want to do with this information. Nine of Wands. You have the upper hand. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. Look, there's that Six of Cups. So again, you are getting some sort of information. What are you finding out? Obviously, like someone's in okay, because we're running out of time. But it's okay. I'm just trying to get all my thoughts straight. you come out on top. You have the upper hand because you know that you've stayed true to you. You've stayed true to you. You stayed true to your authentic self. Someone was playing games or lied or tried to get away with some sort of treatment, and it was brought to your attention, or it was exposed, or you see like the truth about this. And so now you have the upper hand. You get to decide how you want to handle this. So since you have the upper hand in the situation, let's look into this Five of Wands reverse real quick. Okay, so like how does this situation like resolve itself, or like what's the resolution or conclusion happening here? Talk about the Five of Wands reverse for Scorpio. Five of Wands reverse for Scorpio. Deck upside down it is. Five of Wands reverse for Scorpio. Prince of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. How is this being resolved? Page of Wands and the Four of Wands reversed. Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Don't necessarily know. So, yeah, look at this. So there's an offering here. I feel like this goes back to some sort of extension that is being offered to you, Scorpio. And like I said, you have the upper hand. You have to use your own judgment. Wrong card. But it's like someone is making... Look, again, another page. So like messages, communication, some sort of offering here to flip the page, to apologize, to maybe start over after a fallout of a foundation, after some sort of ending. I honestly, I'm feeling like someone wants to try to make amends or start over with you, Scorpio. I don't know if you necessarily trust it though. Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. It's like you don't want to be let down again. You don't want to go through that painful experience again. Yeah, this person may have a special place in your heart, but I don't know if you really trust their energy. I honestly feel with the Ten of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles, kind of keeping to yourself and staying like independent from this situation, like not really wanting to let this person back in, right? Forgiveness taking place, sure. Resolution taking place, sure. Honest conversations taking place, of course. But moving forward, I don't necessarily know if that's happening here. Even if you were, I feel like it would be very, very slow pace. Like your trust, it's never going to be the same again. Maybe someone really messed up your trust, or you have a hard time trusting someone because of, you know, whatever the situation is that happened, went down, it like messed up your trust, of course, right? So I don't know if you really trust them. Obviously the situation still like burdens you in a way. There's still some things that you're needing to work on letting go. So that needs to be addressed or acknowledged. Okay, well, that was at the bottom. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Use your discernment. Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords. So it's like use your judgment, use your discernment, and just be clear and honest. Trust your intuition. Just know, like, whatever you end up choosing or deciding to move towards, or whatever it is that you're investing your energy into, this month, like I said, it will bring you towards a lot of fulfillment, a lot of happiness and peace and joy and just like healing, right? So yeah, very interesting reading. I would have loved to dig more into it, but we are running out of time, Scorpio. So that's the energy we picked up on for this month ahead, the month of May. I hope that you found this helpful and insightful. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you want to book a private reading with me, the information is in the description box below. And I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.